Here our a is greater than 0. For that, in these conditions, there are some rules. This graph is going to be going downwards. Downwards parabola. Okay. This graph is going downwards. If the a is greater than 0, the parabola is going downwards. If a is less than 0, we will study those parts later. That graph is going to be upwards. Likewise, we will study. In these conditions, okay, in these conditions, the minimum point equals to 0, 0. Minimum point of this graph equals to 0, 0. That is very easy. By looking at this graph, we can assume what is our minimum point. That's equal to 0, 0. And another thing, the symmetry. Okay, the symmetry. Symmetry of this graph means when we cut the graph at one point, that will give two equivalent parts for us. When we cut the graph in a particular place, that will give two same sized, same area, same volume kind of things for us. For that, our symmetry for this graph is going to be this line. When we cut along this line, cut along y-axis, we can get two equivalent parts. So our symmetry is y-axis. The equation for y-axis is, I already told you, the equation for y-axis is equals to x equal to 0. X equals to 0 is the name of this y-axis. Y equals to 0 is the name of the x-axis. Okay. Then after, another thing we will study. In here, if a greater than 0, that is going to be downwards parabola. Minimum point 0, 0. Symmetry is y-axis. Okay. Then after, in this 2, okay, if this value is 2, graph like this. If this value is going to be, when we draw a graph with y equals to 3x, y equals to 3x. When we draw a graph, y equals to 3x. Wait a minute. I think you can see it. This is y equals to 2x. If my graph is y equals to 3x, that is gonna be like this. That graph is gonna be like this. Okay. That angle with respect to x-axis will increase. This is our graph for y equals to 3x square. That will become, the covering area will be lesser than 2x square. If my graph equals to y equals to 1x square, that will be like this. That is expanded than this graph. If the a value is increasing, the graph inwards. If the a value is decreasing, the graph outwards. This is my graph for y equals to 1x square. Another condition, another thing we will study. Y equals to half x square. Half is less than 1. So that means this graph is more expanded than this. This is our graph for y equals to half x square. Okay. This graph for y equals to half x square. Y equals to 1x square, y equal to 2x square, y equals to 3x square. This way, if the a value increasing, the graph will come inwards. This is the thing. Can you understand this?